Okay guys, so we're going to take a look at a single leg or unilateral leg extension. Now this is an isolation exercise for the quadriceps on the front of the upper leg. Now before we go into the movement itself, it's important to have a little talk about the settings of the machine. And if you've got a logbook, I definitely recommend writing these settings down once you've got it set up for you, so then every week when you return to this exercise, you will have a note of where you need things. So back support first. You'll find that there'll be a lever that moves that back support up and down, okay? Now, what we need to try and do is get the back support in the right place so you can rest against it, and then the pad is at the back of the knee there, okay? If you come too far forward, there'll be too big a gap. If you go too far back, then it could impinge the movement a little bit, okay? So I'm gonna get that right for me. Okay. Now here we've got another lever, and that alters where this pad goes. Now what we've got to think about is range of movement. We want to be able to fully lengthen the quads at the bottom of this movement. We're always thinking about as big a range of movement as we can to fully lengthen and fully shorten the quadriceps. And then finally we've got this pad here. Okay, so that will move that pad up or down. Now that will be dependent on the length of this bone here. Now I've got quite short legs, so I'll need that quite high up, okay? The longer your legs, the lower that pad would be. Okay, so let's double check those settings, and bearing in mind this is a single leg extension, so I'm just training one leg at a time here. Okay, yeah, so that seems pretty good. I could potentially do with bringing this back support forward a little bit more, so I'm just going to make a change there. Perfect. Okay. So I know my settings are right now. 2 supports at the side. I'm going to hold them throughout the entire set, and I'm going to be pulling myself into the seat. It's very important that we stabilize the pelvis and keep that stable throughout the entire set. Okay, and then all I'm thinking about doing is straightening the working leg and getting that as straight as I can, so these muscles here are fully contracted at the top, okay? I'm gonna go down as low as I can and fully lengthen these muscles, and then contract, get that leg as straight as I can, and work those quadriceps hard. Okay, now, when we look at tempo, we're thinking about controlling the descent nice and slow. And then on the way up, it's a strong, controlled movement. It's an explosive movement, but it's still under control. Now, if you're not controlling that movement, you'll find that that will be out of control. It will bounce up and down. So it needs to be aggressive, but controlled. You need to be in charge of this weight every single part of the rep. Okay, now what you probably can't see from that angle is the fact that my hip, my knee, and my ankle are all in a straight line. They're all in alignment, and that facilitates a safe movement for the knee, bearing in mind the knee's a hinge joint. Okay, now finally, if you look at my foot, toes are pointed up, that lengthens the calf, and it provides a little bit of security at the back of the knee. Okay, so that's a unilateral or single leg extension.